Welcome to today's biology lecture, everyone. Biology is the study of all living things on our planet. But what do we mean when we say living thing? What does it mean to be alive? Well, scientists have a very clear way to answer that question. When scientists want to check if something is living or non-living, they look for 7 life processes, or 7 special actions that all living things must do. Those 7 life processes are movement, reproduction, sensitivity, growth, nutrition, respiration, and excretion. These 7 actions are like a checklist. If something has all 7, it's a living thing. But even if one process is missing, then it cannot be called a living thing. As you can see, this checklist is very important to biologists. So in our lecture today, let's look at each life process in more detail. I'll start with 2 life processes that are easy to observe and understand: growth and movement. All living things grow, which means they increase in size. Plants, for example, grow taller and wider throughout their lives. Animals start growing as soon as they're born. Unlike plants, however, they usually stop growing when they become adults. All living things also move. I'm sure you can think of many examples of different kinds of animal movement: walking, flying, swimming. Plants move too, but not in the same way as animals. Plants move their roots down into the earth and their leaves up towards the sky. Some flowers open in the morning and close at night. Of course, the movement of a plant is much slower than the movement of an animal. An interesting similarity between plants and animals is that they all move for the same reasons: to get food, to find a safe place to live, and to escape from danger. Let's move on to the 3rd life process on our checklist. This next process is called sensitivity. What that means is that living things notice their environment and respond to changes in their environment. Animals take in information about their environment by using their senses. In other words, they see, hear, smell, taste, and feel things around them. Plants also take in information about their environment. Although plants do not have as many senses as animals, they do notice changes in water and light. The sunflower got its name because it turns its flower to follow the sun all day long. The next 2 processes are nutrition and respiration. You've probably heard of nutrition before. That's the process of getting food, and all living things need food for energy. Plants have a very special way of getting food. They make it themselves. To make their own food, plants take a gas called carbon dioxide out of the air. They combine the carbon dioxide with water and sunlight to make food. This food is stored inside the plant and used when the plant needs energy. Animals, on the other hand, cannot make their own food. Because of this, they have to eat plants or eat other animals that have eaten plants. Okay, so once food is inside a plant or animal, the next life process begins: respiration. And what is respiration? The process of respiration helps to change the food into energy. Now, animals take in oxygen by breathing in the air, whereas plants take in oxygen through tiny holes in their leaves. In other words, we see that both plants and animals need and use oxygen to change food into energy inside their bodies. All living things need energy to support all the other life processes. So you can see why nutrition and respiration are so important. During respiration and the other life actions, plants and animals create waste materials. These are extra materials that a living thing doesn't need or want. If the waste isn't removed, it will become harmful. Plants pass waste through their leaves and through their roots. Animals move waste out of their bodies in their breath, sweat, urine, and excrement. To quickly review then, all living things grow, move, react, eat, respire, and excrete. All living things also grow old and finally die. So the final life process, reproduction, is necessary for life to continue into the future. During reproduction, plants and animals make more of their own kind. Animals have babies or lay eggs. In contrast, most plants make seeds which fall onto the soil and grow into new plants. All right, that's our checklist. For something to be called living, it must show all 7 life processes: movement, growth, sensitivity, nutrition, respiration, excretion, and reproduction. Usually, we can easily identify something as living, but remember, it must meet all 7 life processes. An automobile moves, an automobile can be sensitive, an automobile requires nutrition, like gas, and it excretes smoke. But is it alive?